the best pec fly machine on the market. Something cool today, guys. I believe it's the best pec fly on the market, and I've modified it to make it even better. Now, I've owned a ton of pec fly machines, just a ton. I mean, I've maybe not all of them. There's obviously, it's impossible to have owned or used all of them, but I've owned or used most of them that I know. And this one is just special. So the Gymleco Pec fly, there's lots of reviews online about it. The main benefits are its adjustability. Like, this is in the flat setting, but I usually use it in the incline setting. I'll show you in a second how I like to use it. But the adjustability of it per the angle, in addition to the way the pad's orchestrated. The pad is kind of like you're doing a Perillo press just in a fly movement, because it's forcing your shoulder blade, your scapula to stay back. So you're driving through the pad and you're squeezing your pecs, so it's truly isolates the pecs, and you don't get as much deltoid. Check this out. My modification is I've simply added a horn to the outside. It's going to completely change the strength curve of the machine, and I'll show you how. The biggest drawback with this is you can't use as much weight. I mean, as crazy as it sounds, most people ego lift, so they're going to like the Arsenal pec fly because you can pack tons of weight on it. You can't do that on this, especially with the new horns I've added. All right, so I'm going to show you this machine. I've had a little bit playing around with it. The more I use it, the more I like it. I've kind of finally learned how to use it. I'm going to do like a Strive Prime triple drop set. So just all at once, bang, bang, bang. So this is middle range. So I've got some weight on the new horn I added on the outside and the original horn. It's going to hit just the middle range of motion. So it's kind of an even strength curve. You know, when you're the strongest, this is the ideal movement that you would do. I can't stress enough with this, you have to use less weight than you think. All right, so now I've taken the weight off the outside horn that I added and just left it in the original horn. So the original machine in its original strength is very end range of motion biased. That's the main drawback of this machine. Most pec flies are the same, as all hammer strength machines are the same. It just focuses on the contraction where you're kind of the weakest, which isn't a bad thing, but it just makes it so that it's not multifunctional. So now you see I'm going to take the weight off and just leave it on the horn that I added. So this is going to truly overload the beginning range. The stretch on this thing is absolutely crazy. That's why it's good to do it at the end. So I can come up, it's much easier at the end range of motion. It's very hard at the beginning. So seriously, you got to let your ego go at the door with these new horns I added. But the stretch on this is absolutely phenomenal. The other thing I'm debating adding is some semi-supinated handles. That would potentially make this just complete dynamite. I just have to play around with it. So those positions I just showed you were all with it in the incline angle. Now I'm pushing it to the flat angle, so you can extend this out even more. The flat is actually much easier than the incline. You can use a little bit more weight, but I'm already fatigued, so I've gone a mechanical drop set from incline to flat, which is kind of what makes this machine cool. What do you guys think? Like, comment, subscribe below. Lots more cool content coming your way. I've got lots of cool machines coming and going, and lots of refurbs in the works you're going to want to stay tuned for.